What's up, guys? Bringing you a Total War Warhammer online ranked battle. I haven't really uploaded anything in a while. I've got a job, so I've been working my ass off, but it's good fun. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. Not that many people watch my content, but I make it because I enjoy it. So here we go. This is a little battle I had, just a spare hour on a morning of work, and I thought I'd upload it because it's Bretonnia beating High Elves, and obviously Bretonnia are very supposed to be really weak and High Elves really strong, and also it's a really good example of sort of a build working, like in all the elements, working really well against the enemy build, right? So yeah, it's a good battle, and displayed in the middle here are the absolute MVPs of Bretonnia, in my opinion, the best unit they have, without a doubt, Grail Knights. Now it says they're anti-large, but honestly, with their charge bonus, I just reckon they can just shred anything to mincemeat. They are so awesome, and they're immune to vigor. They never get tired, and blah blah blah. But like I said, it says anti-large in their tooltip, but I seriously think they're just good for everything. I mean, you'll see them in action in this battle, and they absolutely shrek like so badly. So you can see the builds. I've got the Fey Enchantress, who I've recently started playing Bretonnia, and I don't know them that well, but I just thought I'd play with them just to get used to them, because they're, I don't know, someone that I haven't really played as, and you know, I like their vibes, you know, cavalry and all that business. So we'll fly through the army comps real quick, and then we will kick the battle off, and I'll talk a little bit about why I did what. So my leader is the Fey Enchantress on a unicorn, hilariously. I don't really know what the unicorn does in particular, but she is a caster. She's got Law of Life, and I brought Earthblood, Shield of Thorns, and Regrowth. And these Regrowth and whatever it's called are really good. They're going to come in handy in this battle. She also has a Hex area, which is -5 melee, which is good. But I mean, you don't want her too wrapped up in combat, because she will get wrecked. I've got a Paladin to support her, just like a melee hero on a horse. And then front line, we have Men-at-Arms with shields. Now, the reason I brought Men-at-Arms with shields is because the High Elves, traditionally, archers. Loads of archers, so you want a shielded front line. I also brought Battle Pilgrims, who are sweet monk mullets, but they're, you know, the same, sort of like shielded, swordsmen, but they got a little bit better morale, that's why I put them in the middle. Is that 2 units of Battle Pilgrim? No, a mighty peasant mob mixed in with them. These guys are going to serve their purpose, that's for sure. And more Men-at-Arms shields. So I figured, I'm playing against the High Elves. Like, in sort of games past, I've tried to contest with their infantry by, like, bringing foot squires and powerful infantry, but it's just like, there's no point. Like, Bretonnia are never going to beat them in an infantry fight, so all I need is, like, something to hold. So, yeah, went with just, like, the bare basics. Got a unit of peasant bowmen just to apply ranged pressure, always quite important, I think. And a unit of spears to protect said peasant bowmen and just be around when they're needed. But the most important thing here is what's hiding in the woods. So we've got questing knights, greatsword wielding, armor piercing, shock damaging knights, and grail knights. So the plan was to soak damage with my front line, because they got these shields and business from the archers. And yes, he did bring a load of Lothern Seaguard, who are spearmen, archer, McJobbers. Soak the damage, push in, and then I brought these questing knights for the exact reason that, hilariously, he matched it up perfectly. I knew that he would bring some real hard-hitting, armor-piercing infantry, aka White Lions of Thrace, and these boys would engage, and then these 2 questing knights would come stampeding out the woods and smash into the front line. And it worked, and it works really good. Then these mighty Grail Knights, of which I have 3 units, will proceed to slaughter everything and everyone. They're going to kill these chariots, hopefully. They're going to kill this dragon if it deems it safe to land, and we're just going to get them cycle charging out the wazoo. So let's quickly have a look at something. So these boys have a charge bonus of 42, with 38 melee. But these boys have a charge bonus of 82. So that's where they come into sort of like, you know, that's like, if you want to get value out of them, you've got to cycle charge them. But if you do that, man, they wreck. I think they're like one of my favorite units in the game. They are really, really strong and super duper cool. Mighty Grail Knights. So we'll kick things off. He's got a sort of standard high elf army. He's got this Phoenix Guard at the back, which is scary considering that like most of my value's in cavalry, and these guys are obviously halberd infantry. He's got an annoying mage with the Lore of High Magic, loads of Lothan Sea Guard, Archer, Spearmen, 2 Spearmen, White Lines of Race, and a freaking dragon, Star Dragon with a white elf bitch sat on it, and 2 chariots. So off we go. So straight off the bat, I'm like looking at his army. Oh, quick mention. I also brought these mounted yeomen because one of the reasons that high elves are so powerful, is because if you break them, they can come back, and even a high elf unit on sort of half health is enough to just like win a battle basically. So these boys are going to serve their purpose. They're pretty sort of like weak cavalry, but they're going to mop up all of the loose ends and make sure they don't come back, which also works really well. So, straight off the bat, I'm like, oh god, he's got a lot of archers. And my poor peasant archers, they're just not going to be able to stand up to that. And these boys have got a job to do with their shovels. Come on, a shovel? Couldn't they have found them at least a sword? I mean, that is just ridiculous. Yeah, they got a job to do, and they're going to do that job, and hopefully they're going to do it well. So, we're just getting ready, posturing up. Am I going to move? I swear at some point I make a move. Chariots are coming up on the left there. Right, so here we go. So I started pulling my boys back just to the edge of the woods, just to try and avoid getting absolutely like decimated by these horrendously powerful archer units. I mean, you know, horrendously powerful compared to my archers. Send these boys out. Here we go. The mighty peasant mob. 120 of them left, and they're about to have a very bad day. Don't really know why this guy takes the bait and shoots them. I guess he was just eager to get some damage in, and he figured, hey, what's one unit of peasants going to withstand, really?
At once.
So here they come.
Quick now.
Pull them back. They actually kited some arrows there, but then it's going to just cease to work, and they're just going to get absolutely shredded in the face. They've got their backs facing them as well, which is not good. Look, this guy's holding up his shovel. Like, what are you doing?
These lands to war.
Here we go. Now the punishment starts. What's this guy thinking, you know? I guess he just thought, you know what, it'll just be easy. Like, easy to kill him. We'll speed it up because it's just like skirming and all that bollocks. Now they're going to take some serious fire. They're wavering.
Run, man!
Yeah, fair play. I mean, you did a good effort, you know what I mean? Like, no one's hating on you. But then, cast regrowth on them with the Fey Enchantress. Which I should have cast sort of before, and I should have cast Shield of Thorns, but you know, my peasant micro is not, it's not up to standard. So they're regrowthing, they're going to come out. They're going to take a load more shots. I think I tried to heal them again as well. It's silly, really. I should have just left it here. But I use Earth Blood on them. I'm like, thinking that'll do a good sort of job. So the chariots are here, skirmishing, being a pain in the ass. I bring my archers out to fire. He very wisely pulls back, avoids most of the damage. Fair play to him. And now here we go. Things are getting scary now because we've got the archers starting to get in range. We've got the Star Dragon. It's, you know, it's not looking good. I regrowth these guys again. I just don't know why. Like, putting so much time and effort into them.
Get out of here!
They are the definition of a meat shield, and they completely break. But these archers are still going to shoot. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Like, what were these guys going to do? Like, I don't even think they could kill one of these guys. I don't think all 120 of them versus one could kill that guy. I reckon he would slaughter them all and not even be that tired. So I figured it's time. There's no point sitting in the woods and getting absolutely destroyed. So we're going to send our boys forward. We're waiting for the key moment here to absolutely send the knights in. So we've got Unicorn Bitch riding out front, looking proud. Apparently I think she's got an item that gives her like a Comet of Cassandra like bombardment, but I've like never really played her, so I don't know. I just brought her for heals. But here we go. So I guess he's focusing on the front line. These Grail Knights are going to come out. They're going to catch one of these chariots and just absolutely do work on it. The mighty Bretonnian charge is about to hit and get absolutely washed away. Losing decisively. Oh no. They're about to get scorched. That did some damage. Who's breaking already? Men-at-arms shields are breaking, but then there we go. That's what we wanted. Huge charges from the questing knights. So let's have a look. These guys are 74 models. They are winning, easily winning. Of course they are, but not for long, because they're about to get hit hard. Oh, absolute meltage though. Fair play. Then I cast regrowth on them, get that health back up, and now the trap is sprung. So the dragon couldn't help but come in, and this is the point at which we're going to get both of our Grail Knights to absolutely smash this guy. HP is at 6,000. So they're doing a good bit of damage. I think it will stack up because they have anti-large. These white lions are shattered by the questing knights, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. My questing knights here are broken though because they received a very, very brutal charge. Sending the paladin in. Hitting Arcane Conduit. I've given Favour of the Fae to these Grail Knights, which is going to give them even more melee attacks. They're at 84 now. I should really charge them. It would be so powerful. Got another Phoenix spell from the enemy. Going to do some damage. Oh, that was a good one actually. Cycle charging in the back with my Grail Knights. And it's like I said, if you want value out of the Grail Knights, you've got to cycle charge. But this is the sort of state of the battle at the moment, right? Let's have a look. So, Battle Pilgrims are here. They are losing. Are they losing? Let's have a look. They're losing. They're always going to be losing. These Spearmen are here as well, supporting. But other than that, my boys have just... all of my infantry is just shattered off the field, basically. So it's going to be up to the cav now. I can try and bring them back in, like the infantry, but they're just going to get sent away super quick. So I decide it's time to actually pull my cavalry out of this area because there's a lot of spears, a lot of stuff you don't want. A nice charge in the side of these Lothian Sea Guard who probably weren't braced. Going to kill a few of them. But you don't want to stay in sustained combat with them because they are, you know, spearmen troops and they're very powerful. Managed to break this side. These guys are about to get charioted. Hilarious. What's going on then? Let's have a look. I think I send one of the Grail Knights over to deal with the chariots, which they'll do swiftly. More big charges from the questing knights who will crush these white lions. That's what they're designed for. I think at this point I'm actually messaging him saying, "Are you prepared to lose playing as High Elves against Bretonnia?" And then I stop microing. I think it's in a minute, and you know, I almost lost the battle from being a cocky shit. But so now it's in full flow. The Grail Knights have all taken to the field, and it's just going to be a game of cycle charging now. These guys have got their backs turned, archerizing, and they're going to regret that. They're going to pay heavily for that, taking a good amount of damage.
Right hard!
The mounted yeomen have sprung into action. I think they ran into some Phoenix Guard, which was not like good for them. But they're going to spring into action and start clearing up these pesky Lothian Sea Guard, who, if they came back, it'd be so annoying. So what we got going on here, I mean, most of the infantry's broken, but like I said, High Elves are famed for coming back and it being a nightmare of a time. The balance of power is still very even. He has a dragon, he has, you know, a fair amount of stuff. It's important to, as soon as you see that symbol with the mounted yeomen, you've got to pull back and start breaking, shattering other units, making sure they don't come back. Oh, big damage from the whatchamajiggers, the Grail Knights. They're so awesome. I think that was an attempt at a breath, but it didn't work. Oh no, yeah. He breathes on the Fey Enchantress, and like, oh man, she is just completely like wrecked by that, which is not ideal. And she actually breaks here, which is just horrendous. Also, a terrifying prospect at the end of the battle is this full health unit of Phoenix Guard that he's kept in reserve. I mean, these guys, right, they are just not to be messed with. They are so strong and tanky. And I've only really got, you know, cavalry left on the field. I was a bit nervous. He's losing decisively, as you would. I think all the cav here get pulled out. I think something amazing is about to happen. The Fey Enchantress is getting hunted down by this horrible princess on a dragon thing. Oh, what's the health on her? 38 HP. But luckily, these hidden peasant bowmen, who obviously got routed off and have come back, I think I'd give them an attack order right now. And they kind of see this, like, princess off, even though that is probably RIP. What is the HP on right now? Still 38. Yeah, kind of see her off, which is good. So here's the state of things right now. Mounted yeomen just mopping up. These guys are just putting the hurt on this mage. I think the reason why I like Grail Knights so much is because they are, like, they're so amazing. And then on top of that, they are anti-large specialists. So, like, they will kill her even quicker than they'll kill everything else. But, yeah, so, you know, it's a bit of a hectic one. Like, I only have this hurt paladin left, and Bretonnia aren't famed for their leadership, whereas the High Elves obviously do have very high leadership. And someone like the Phoenix Guard, you know, they have some of the highest leadership out of any unit in the game. At the moment, it's at 100. So what happens now, right? I was like, can I kill these guys? Because I know that they're beasts and they just don't go down. So I just begin to cycle charge them from 4 different directions without stopping. And it's the fastest I've ever seen a unit of Phoenix Guard die. It was pretty cool. And it's just a testament to the mighty Grail Knights. They get hit by Yeomen. More Grail Knights in the back. We are just absolutely sandwiching these guys. More charges, just endless charges. And then we're going to be pulling them out. We bring the paladin in just to give a little bit of leadership. It's still barely in my favour, and there's a 200 versus 83, but those 83 are, one of them is a Star Dragon and the other's a Phoenix Guard. So I didn't want to hit anyone directly. I didn't want to hit these guys directly from head on, so I try and sort of split them up a bit. Get not a bad charge there. Coming in for a charge from the side, but then I decide, you know what, pull round. This paladin's getting shot by the princess because she's like a hybrid sort of lord with range, which is obviously really powerful if you're hurt and you want to snipe. The mighty bowmen have come back, the peasant bowmen. They're going to start putting a bit of pressure on her. These guys are just trying to get back on their feet after getting hit once, and then they get hit again. The dragon's going to go in for a last-ditch effort, but the Grail Knights are going to get the big surround, and we are just going to melt the dragon's health. We're going to smite them, which you can't complain about. The Paladin's sort of got his shit back together, and he's going to come back in. The Phoenix Guard, I mean, they're pretty haggard. They're losing, which isn't something they normally do. But Grail Knights are just so good. Because the thing about Grail Knights is these guys are fresh, which is crazy. And obviously these guys are very tired. And here we go, we've got Archer Fire coming in, we've got the Grail Knights who are wavering, because, you know, they've had a real tough time. One big charge should put even more hurt on her. The health is tanking. They're going to go full tilt. Got those Crescent Knights chilling over there, and here we go. She has broken, and that is GG. And I uploaded this battle because everything worked perfectly. My mounted yeomen did their role of clearing up all of the routing elves. Questing knights did great to break those white lines at the start of the battle. Peasants soaked arrows like a champion. Grail knights just literally beasted everything, and it was just a good battle. And I feel like people say Bretonnia is one of the weakest factions in the game, so it's nice to go up against high elves, who are arguably one of the strongest, and win. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I'm going to be uploading more battles. I beat the YouTuber Party Elite the other day, and I've got to upload that because you know, I'm a fan of his, watch his videos, and I beat his ass. Cool, peace out, hope you enjoyed the vid.